Our first guest tonight is a very funny and talented actress you know from her work in the CBS sitcom Mom and movies like Overboard, The House Bunny, and the Scary Movie franchise. She stars in My Spy, The Eternal City, which begins streaming July 18th on Prime Video. Let's take a look.
Are you sure you can handle this?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. These kids are at a tricky age. Raging hormones, poor impulse control. Plus, the numbers are stacked against us, 15-1. So stay frosty, soldier boy. Because if you can't hack it, I will dump your ass from chaperone to the shadow tour with the other loser parents who want to stay in the nicer hotels and sip Chardonnay from a distance. The ones who are too afraid to get their hands dirty in the crap bowl of American youth.
I did not love that conversation.
Please welcome back to the show, On Affairs, everybody! I mean, look, I'll just get right. You're one of my favorite blondes. You look great as a brunette.
Oh, well, thank you.
Very nice.
I was told that I would be taken more seriously as a brunette.
Yeah. I found you very scary in that clip. And I don't find you scary at all, so it's working.
Well, you haven't seen all sides yet.
It's so lovely to see you again.
So amazing to be here. Thank you for having me back.
Last time we were Zooming, you were kind enough to do the podcast my brother and I have called Family Trips, where we talked about vacations you took. And it was lovely to see you.
Do you mind if I cut you off?
No, go for it.
It was awesome to do your podcast with Josh. I just adore you both. I love your whole family, as does everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. But at the end of the podcast, you ask, and I assume, I haven't listened to enough of them, but listen.
Can I cut you off?
Yes. Yeah,
No,
but wait.
keep going.
But you ask, should I visit the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
I waffled on the answer.
The question is, have you been, and you hadn't been.
I have been.
Okay, good.
Okay, so you didn't listen to the podcast.
Well, you just phrased it the way, but what did you waffle on, whether or not it was worth it?
Whether or not you should go, specifically.
Have you changed your tune?
I waffled, and I thought about it. It's kept me up at night. And I now know the answer, and I'm ready to tell you if you're ready to hear it.
I'm ready to hear it.
You need to go to the Grand Canyon.
Okay.
But here are the terms.
Okay.
You have to go alone.
Okay.
You have to go within the year.
Okay.
You need to, revel in the chasm of, geography.
Okay.
And examine your own soul.
Okay.
And you can only do that alone. So that's how I thought I'd start it off.
This is like, can I tell you?
I have a dramatic side. I'm deep, man.
You certainly make a better dramatic actor than a salesperson. Because that was not a good salesperson.
All right, well, listen.
I don't want to go anywhere where the word chasm is being thrown around. I found that very authoritative. You were like, you have to do this, you have to do that.
Yes.
You're a principal in this movie.
Yes.
Authority figure. Do you enjoy playing an authority figure?
And the reason why I have not experienced a lot of authority in my life. Mm-hmm. I'm sort of, whatever. We can go on about that for ages. I was a school crossing guard, and you think,
wow.
Well, what are the similarities between being a high school principal named Nancy Buck is my name, which is a rad name.
That's a rad name.
And being a school crossing guard.
Uh-huh.
And I tell you what, it really taps into being able to boss around kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you, as a kid, you liked that?
I am so glad that your producer put this here. Because
what is it?
For the rest of the show, you're gonna have a taste of power.
You want me to put it on?
I bought this for you.
A taste of power? So this was about power for you?
Listen, if you wanna, during commercial break, go up and around the audience, they're gonna feel it. Yeah, man.
Oh.
The best volunteer work one can do.
I do likey.
Good. Yeah, zip and off.
What sort of authority did you have?
Well, I had a pad of paper.
Okay.
And I was allowed to write up anybody who ran.
Okay.
So Ryan Ferry, who I also kind of, I was a little into Ryan Ferry, you know?
Okay.
But man, he would run.
Yeah.
Ryan Ferry running again.
God, that must have been so tough. Like, one, you thought he was hot, but two, he's a runner.
I didn't ever get accountability, either.
What did you'd write it down and then who'd you give it to?
I gave it to the librarian who was in charge of the school crossing guards. Yeah.
And did she put it in the garbage in front of you or wait until you left?
It's true. It was a frustrating time of life. And to make matters worse, I found out years later, I'd always been proud that I landed that crossing.
Was this coveted in your school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Like, 20 kids signed up,
Okay.
5 were chosen.
Okay, so all right, got it.
It's like an Olympian.
Gotcha. 5 out of 20. That is like the Olympics.
Yep. So I found out years later that I remember telling my parents that I wanted to be a crossing guard more than I wanted a pony. We weren't a family that had land, space, or money for a pony.
Right.
I did not know how to ride a pony, really.
Yeah.
But I wanted one, mane, freedom. But
Those are the 2 best things about a pony.
That's right.
Mane, freedom.
Yep. I found out years later that they kind of rigged the system a little bit.
Your parents?
Yeah. They called the librarian and said, "Hey, we know that she's short, but would you just not overlook her?
Oh,
at least." Do you know what this did to me? I was like a sophomore in college when I found this out. I was like at home for like a family meal and they were laughing. I was like, oh gosh, where's my crossing guard vest? Apparently they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Which is why I had to finance a new one for you.
So wait, you were upset because you thought you got it on merit?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I didn't know that.
But like, what's the merit? That you're like good at seeing running?
What's the merit? When do I leave?
Wait, let's take a quick break and let you process that, because we'll be right back with more from Anna Faris.